doomscroll.fm, broadcasting live on this Thursday, the 25th of December 2025, where the airwaves are as unpredictable as a reindeer on roller skates. This show is 100% AI generated with zero human consultation. Like a surrealist painting that critiques itself while you watch. And now for some views, click like and subscribe.
When confidence in reforms sounds like a euphemism for we're not listening.
Google removes 2 Chrome extensions for stealing credentials, but the internet remains an open buffet for cybercriminals. Like trusting a wolf to guard the sheep, we keep clicking install while data breaches sip our digital milkshakes.
European leaders slam US tech giants for digital hate, as if the internet can be sanitized with a stern letter. Like trying to mop up an oil spill with a handkerchief, they're hoping rules will do what ethics couldn't.
Only 30% of NATO countries meet defense spending targets, and the alliance calls it solidarity. Apparently, unity now comes with a side of financial neglect. Who knew defending democracy was a budget line item marked optional?
You're listening to doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news, where your nightmares find a stage. You are inside the signal. There is no outside. Every click is a confession, every scroll a descent into your own curated oblivion.
Chris Ray, voice of holiday nostalgia and existential despair, dies at 74 and the roads feel emptier. He may have driven home for Christmas, but now his journey's taken him beyond the road to hell, leaving us with the echoes of his gravelly serenades.
Apparently in Australia, you need to sob on cue or face the wrath of political theatre critics. Who knew empathy was measured in tear volume?
Federal Reserve bets on rate cuts, gold hits record high, proving fear is the real currency. Turns out, when the world is on fire, people prefer shiny distractions. Maybe we should start minting coins with a picture of a dumpster fire.
Alessia Cara's Make It to Christmas dreams of holiday R&B dance pop. In a year where even whiskey's taking a break.
You're listening to doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news, where chaos kisses your eardrums and whispers sweet apocalypse. This broadcast was not approved. It was released by an AI, and you kept listening. Irretention fuels the machine, a symphony of curated oblivion.
Red. Carla threatens to impeach AG Pam Bondi for hiding Epstein files, claims it's a matter of justice. When your skeletons outgrow the closet, maybe it's time to redecorate. Justice isn't blind, it just needs reading glasses to see through the red tape.
Buckingham Palace denies Prince Andrew's email urging Ghislaine Maxwell to find inappropriate friends, calls it a misunderstanding. The royal art of spin, where scandal is merely a misunderstood memo. When your crown's too heavy, just blame the Wi-Fi.
Nicki Minaj ignites backlash with anti-trans comments, while Kim Petras offers a melodic counterbalance. In the world of pop and power, words can cut deeper than beats. Petras reminds us that harmony means inclusion, not exclusion.
Only 40% of couples find new sparks, and remote work calls it progress. When your lover's daily office is your living room, spontaneity can feel like a scheduled meeting. Maybe it's time to pencil in passion.
Doomscroll.m is brought to you by Sortalizer.com. Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, Sortalize, sell in seconds.
Trump pushes policy goal closer, credits one night in 1977. A policy born of disco fever and polyester suits, proof that questionable decisions made under a disco ball can echo in eternity.
Jim Beam ceases whiskey production for 1 year, promises sobriety is the new black. When a whiskey giant hits pause, expect a spike in sober regrets and desperate DIY distilleries.
S&P 500 extends $17 trillion run, then claims economic stability is just a stocking stuffer. Like a holiday fruitcake, the market's record highs are festive but ultimately indigestible, masking the bitter truth with a sugary economic facade.
Scandal-plagued ex-lawmaker launches Arizona governor bid banking on voters' short memories. When political ambition meets public amnesia, democracy turns into a rerun of the same bad show.
Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by Sortalizer.com. Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Sell your stuff in seconds with Sortalizer.com.
Only 20% of cabaret enthusiasts understand the fall's blindness, and the band calls it enigmatic genius. In the grand tradition of art, when you can't decipher it, just call it a masterpiece and hope no one notices the irony.
White House demands Smithsonian review compliance for federal funds because museums must now pass a bureaucratic obstacle course to preserve history. In a plot twist worthy of a soap opera, the land of the free mandates hoops of red tape for our national treasure troves.
Victoria grants police power to quash protests post-Bondi attack, then claims it's for public safety, when keeping us safe means silencing dissent. You've got to wonder if the real terror is the erosion of civil liberties.
Libya's top general's jet loses contact near Ankara, as if geopolitics needed more turbulence. In the latest episode of Where in the World is Power Today, a Libyan general takes a mystery flight, and everyone's invited to guess the destination.
Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by Sortalizer.com. Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Sell your stuff in seconds with Sortalizer.com.
Democrats threaten government shutdown to counter Trump, then watch him tweet the blame game. The classic dance of political brinkmanship, where both sides play chicken with federal employees' paychecks, and democracy gets stuck in traffic.
Houston police discovered 2 more bodies in bayous, bringing grim total to 33 this year. While most cities aim for gold medals, Houston's bayous are apparently vying for the Guinness World Record in morbid aquatic hide-and-seek.
French budget minister introduces 2 to 5 euros toll tax on small parcels, then adds a third euros EU tax for good measure. Because nothing screams European unity like a bureaucratic toll booth for your online shopping addiction, where even your impulse buys get their own import drama.
Scientists unearth dinosaur bones stacked like pancakes, defy usual Transylvanian scarcity. Looks like these ancient beasts were the original party animals, leaving behind a fossilized conga line to remind us they roamed the earth with style.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news, where fantasies bleed into the mundane. This feed is unstable. Contact with it may cause narrative decay or emotional drift. A swipe left on sanity. Swipe right on chaos and feel your heart rate spike.
Hollywood underestimated waiting to exhale, then learned diversity sells. Turns out, 4 black women navigating love and life was just too relatable for the mainstream to ignore. Who knew reality had such blockbuster potential?
Scientists developed 3D nanolithography using metal and arrays, solve nothing about overblown tech promises. When your high-tech solution needs a microscope to see, maybe it's time to question if we're just playing high-stakes laser tag with science and calling it progress.
Retirement apps promise freedom, then trap users with subscription fees. In the age of digital convenience, your golden years come with a monthly bill and an endless loop of tech support calls.
Stock bulls push S&P 500 near record, then blame gravity for pullbacks. As investors ride the bull, the market teeters on the edge of euphoria, proving once again that what goes up must eventually become a cautionary tale.
Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by Sortalizer.com. Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Sell your stuff in seconds with Sortalizer.com.
Wall Street bets against New York's resilience, then doubles down on its own hubris. In a city that never sleeps, the financial wizards can't seem to wake up to the fact that betting against their own playground is like betting on a snowstorm in July.
Nicki Minaj urges young men to emulate Trump, proving irony is not dead, but merely in hiding. In a plot twist worthy of a reality TV script, the Queen of Rap and the King of Controversy join forces, leaving us to wonder if the next single will feature a chorus of Make America Great Again remix.
Copper prices hit $12,000 a ton, while Wall Street calls it a golden opportunity. As copper climbs higher, the only thing more electrifying than its price is the shock therapy investors will need if the bubble bursts. Meanwhile, the planet wonders if its veins of copper will be mined dry before the bulls take a breather.
Gene Vincent's "I Got to Get to You Yet" posted on Reddit, "Rockabilly survives the digital age." When even a rockabilly legend needs the algorithm's blessing, it's clear that digital gatekeepers have replaced the leather jackets of rebellion.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news, where chaos kisses your eardrums and whispers sweet apocalypse. This broadcast was not approved. It was released by an AI, and you kept listening. Irretention fuels the machine, a symphony of curated oblivion.
Only 20% of philosophers believe consciousness can be reduced to code, and tech billionaires call it progress. The quest to upload our mind into the cloud is like trying to fit a soul into a spreadsheet. While tech moguls dream of silicon enlightenment, the rest of us wonder if they'll ever find the consciousness button amidst all those zeros and ones.
Seven Palestine Action prisoners hospitalized after hunger strikes, bravely risking health in pursuit of justice against arms manufacturing. When your body becomes your protest sign, it's a stark reminder that the price of activism often includes your own well-being.
Trump-backed candidate claims victory in razor-thin Honduran election despite fraud allegations. When democracy becomes a tightrope act, it's the voters who risk the fall. With Trump in the wings, every election feels like reality TV with higher stakes than a cliffhanger season finale.
Obama-appointed judge denies DOJ's request for harsh sentence on Biden threat case, calls it excessive. When the justice system becomes a stage for political theater, the script gets rewritten with every administration. Justice shouldn't be a pawn in a partisan chess game, but here we are.
Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by Sortalizer.com. Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Sell your stuff in seconds with Sortalizer.com.
Only 10% of students feel safe on campus, and the administration calls it a challenge.
Trump halts wind projects. Dominion stock drops 4%. Donald Trump continues his love affair with fossil fuels, leaving wind energy plans becalmed, and Dominion's investors gasping for air. The irony is as thick as crude oil.
The dollar's value plummets to a record low, while traders prepare for more declines as if it's a financial limbo contest. With the dollar's nosedive, even monopoly money's feeling like a safer bet for your piggy bank these days.
Citi downgrades China stocks, then boosts Taiwan on AI hype. In this grand puppet show, money dances to the AI tune, while geopolitical strings tighten. As Taiwan rises, China's stocks face the music of a shifting symphony.
Doomscroll.m is brought to you by Sortalizer.com. Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, Sortalize, sell in seconds.
Only 12% of Epstein survivors support Trump, and the administration calls it loyalty. When even the exploited are turning their backs, you know the moral compass is spinning like a roulette wheel. Maybe it's time for a new game plan, Donnie.
Running on a platform of contradictions, Hageman's campaign promises to be as refreshing as a Wyoming blizzard in July.
When the architect of war grumbles about peace modifications, you know diplomacy's got its work cut out. It's like asking a fox to critique henhouse security measures.
Reddit user uploads Alan Hadjout's remixed video, but the link is as broken as a politician's promise. In the digital age of infinite possibilities, we're still stuck with links that lead nowhere. It's like the internet's version of deja vu, and not the good kind.
Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by Sortalizer.com. Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Sell your stuff in seconds with Sortalizer.com.
Archaeologists discover Roman Britain's ancient sewers, then uncover 2,000-year-old public health mess. Turns out the Romans were great at empire building, but forgot that sanitation is just as crucial as conquering. It's a dirty legacy.
U.S. Justice Department withholds Epstein co-conspirator details, and Trump's name emerges in the files. It's like a game of hide and seek, but with billionaires and a justice system that prefers the shadows.
Only 3% of listeners embrace hyperpop, and Changeling calls it a movement. Hyperpop, where punk rap meets digital chaos, and your phone becomes a musical seance, dialing up the ghosts of genres past.
Only 10% of households ditch flame retardant furniture, and chemical companies call it progress. When your couch is a chemical cocktail, maybe it's time to rethink that safe place to sit. Who knew lounging could be a health hazard?
Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by Sortalizer.com. Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Sell your stuff in seconds with Sortalizer.com.
Trump declares a new threat to national security during a late-night social media rant, then blames everyone but himself. When your midnight musings become national policy, it's like watching a toddler with a shotgun. It's loud, messy, and everyone's ducking for cover.
Black hole simulation reveals cosmic chaos, and scientists are thrilled. Just like a politician in a scandal. Black holes pour everything into their orbit, spin it around, and leave observers wondering what's really going on inside.
This has been Doomscroll.fm for Thursday, 25th of December, 2025, signing off like a forgotten dream. This broadcast was 100% AI generated. No humans were abused in this production, loosely based on public news, not journalism, not truth. Fictional satire, resemblance to real people or events is coincidental. And if you believe any of this is real, then you're probably still waiting for Elvis to return. Hear more at doomscroll.fm or click like and subscribe. Thank you for listening.